Hey, what's going on, guys? Daily challenges today. We have violet snowdrop, plump bird meat, mutton, skunks, flaky fish. I'm going to go ahead and point out a location where you can get all of these. In addition, you got to do the herb picking contest, which is in your posse versus. If you're having a problem, take your posse into showdown, come back, try to see if that works. If not, try to head over to the western fields near Van Horn. I seem to find that works best for me. You also have some free roam events. And we're going to go ahead and get into the violet snowdrop first. You can find this in plenty of locations here at Cumberland Forest, but between these two spots right under the sea in Cumberland Forest, you can't find enough. You can also find some right out in front of the gang hideout. And there's also another location here in this whole area you can find oregano and mint that you're going to go ahead and need to use to go ahead and craft your 3 different kinds of meats today. So you can get plump bird meat from turkeys, geese, chickens. You can find plenty of them in the location where the gang hideout is under the U in Cumberland Forest. There's also a ranch above the Heartland oil fields. You can find them in a couple locations inside of Valentine at the stockyard. And then you can also find some turkeys running around the word Valentine. And that'll go ahead and take care of that one. Next, we're going to go ahead and talk about mutton. You can get mutton from bighorn sheep, bighorn rams. You can get them from goats and regular sheep. In Cumberland Forest, there are plenty of spots where you can find them. You can find them in this general area in the field to the west of Fort Wallace, leading all the way down to the river. You can also find them in Valentine. I haven't seen many sheep spawn at this spot right there, but in the front, you can also find some there as well as in the stockyard. You can also take a trip if you need to Emerald Ranch, where you can find some goats, and you can also find plenty of sheep. So you should be able to take care of that one pretty easy. Cumberland Forest is great because there are plenty of animals that you can find here. Unfortunately, you have situations like this sometimes when you turn your eagle eye on when you're trying to track an animal. You have so many different trails that intersect with each other, and it makes things difficult sometimes. First time I saw a skunk, I had that problem. I tried to follow the trail, and a bunch of chipmunks and raccoons and deer and everything all crossed paths, so it made it difficult. So you can find them here in the fields near Fort Wallace. You can also find them roughly above where my camp is near the B in Cumberland Forest, near that dirt road. That's usually my go-to spot. Unfortunately today, one skunk running around by himself. Normally animals run around in pairs of twos. You can find them over in this Valentine area here, as well as the Heartlands, just a little northeast of Twin Stacks Pass. And I have a feeling skunks are going to be the hardest one today because, like I said, most animals run around in pairs of twos, but both times I only saw one skunk. So last thing we're going to talk about is flaky fish. You can get this from a lot of fish besides like salmon, trout. There's also bluegill that will give you gritty meat, but things like perch, redfin pickerel, chain pickerel, basically those will give you flaky fish. Just go into your satchel, break them down if you don't already have some stored up. So that's going to basically be it. Hopefully you take advantage of the amount of herbs that are in the area. You do have a lot of stuff that you have to craft. I think 9 pieces of meat in total. Hopefully the video helped. Sorry it's a little longer than normal, but appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you next time.